this video, I'm going to show you how you can use exposure controls to brighten your picture or darken it if you need to. You'll notice the difference in these two photos. The first picture was just taken automatically on my phone. The second picture, I used the brightness control, which on a SLR camera, we call that exposure control, to just brighten it up a little bit so that the vase is not quite as shadowed. And of course, we could take this into photo editor and work with our levels and our curves in order to enhance it even more.
Okay, I'm going to show you how you take a picture with backlight. So the sun is behind these flowers. And so I'm going to just take the picture first off here. Oh, I'm going to get that tree so it's not right in the background there, so it's a little bit less distracting. So notice how I just moved my phone around to be able to do that. And so here we go. I'm going to take this nice photo of these flowers, and what you will notice flowers is that notice how around the edges you can see these white lines, and that is a perfect example of what backlight does. So it just really outlines the photo, and especially when you've got something that might be a little bit translucent like these leaves, you get these beautiful lines. Look at those white lines that are around the outside. And so that is called backlight, when the light, in this case the sun, is behind the image. Now the problem though is that my exposure is not that great. You can see that the vase is really dark, and so it's reading all of that light from behind, which is very, very bright, the sun. And so what it's done is, because it reads the sun as being so bright, it is taking the exposure, and the camera is automatically putting the exposure down to be darker to compensate for that light. So what I should have done instead, now instead of just taking the photo, I am going to adjust my brightness a little bit. And by adjusting my brightness, what I'm doing is I'm overexposing the photo for what it's reading for the light of the background for the sky. And I take that again. And I still have this great backlight going on where you can still see that I've got these white lines around my edges. So I still have backlight, but look at the difference. This first photo where the vase and the flowers are slightly dark, and this second photo where I've just got a little bit better light. So when you do photos of backlight, you need to up your brightness a little bit when you take the shot in order to compensate for all of that light that is behind. Now on our Canon cameras at school, that is called an exposure control, and we just go and we purposely overexpose the photo. On your cell phones, you can see that you just do that through your brightness.